Welcome to another episode of Ship War, my review of American Hustle.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
American Hustle is directed by David O. Russell. It stars Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence, and Jeremy Renner. Now, the premise of the story is basically Christian Bale's character is a hustler. He ends up meeting Amy Adams' character. They end up getting into a relationship. They then end up becoming like the Bonnie and Clyde of hustling people out of money. Due to this, they get into trouble with Bradley Cooper's character, who he's like an FBI agent, or he's some kind of agent of some kind. And because of that, they end up having to make a deal with him where they're going to help him out, basically hustle other hustlers so they can then get into trouble and get arrested by Bradley Cooper. Now, I have to be completely honest, going into this movie, I went in with pretty high expectations because I loved Silver Linings Playbook. It was my favorite movie last year. And then The Fighter was also a very excellent movie. So this movie, I had it in high standards. I wanted to go into this movie and come out feeling the same way I felt with those two films. I felt like this film had some really great things. I thought the cast was wonderful. I thought the acting was wonderful. I thought the dialogue was wonderful. I thought the humor was wonderful. I thought the tone of the era was wonderful. I thought the music was wonderful. But the story, at least the first half of the movie, I just couldn't get into. I wasn't engaged during the first half of the film. I felt myself just losing interest in the movie during the first half. But by the second half, just something happens that the movie becomes this different animal, and I'm just like completely into the movie, which ends up having me really enjoy at least that portion of the movie. The romance in the movie is pretty hilarious. There's a love triangle, but not really. It's more like a square because Bradley Cooper, Amy Adams have a thing, and then Christian Bale and Amy Adams has a thing, and then Christian Bale and Jennifer Lawrence have a thing, and then Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Adams don't really have a thing, but they have a scene. And so it's like a mess of relationships in this movie, which really adds to the humor of the film. If the second half was the whole movie, this movie would have been absolutely amazing for me. But because of that first half not winning me over, I just could not say that I love this movie like I really want to say. I say I enjoyed it, I really enjoyed it, I really liked it, but I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. So you guys can take that whichever way you want. So overall, I would definitely recommend this movie to anybody who's a fan of David O. Russell. If you're a fan of any of his work, obviously you're going to go check out this movie. If you're a fan of any of the actors, again, go check out this movie because just the performances alone makes this movie worthwhile, especially Christian Bale. He, I believe, should get nominated for an Oscar for his role because he did such an amazing job in this movie. Absolutely amazing. He is the centerpiece of this movie. Like, nothing else should really matter besides him. And then everybody else matters, but not as much as he does, because he does a very good job in this movie. So that is all for this episode of Ship Award. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug is directed by Peter Jackson and stars Ian McKellar, Martin Freeman, Orlando Bloom, Evangeline Lilly as the only real female lead, and then a bunch of other male actors. Now, the premise of the story is basically the continuation from the first movie where you have Bilbo Baggins and the dwarfs, and they're still on this journey to their homeland so they can claim back their home from the fire-breathing dragon. The thing about this movie in comparison